Jim, and Hurricane Ian is making its way toward the South Carolina coast. The people there are bracing for what's to come at this hour. The storm currently packing maximum sustained winds of 85 miles per hour, making it a Category 1 hurricane. Ian is about 260 miles from Charleston, South Carolina. It is expected to make landfall today in the area around noon. A hurricane warning has been issued for much of the coastal Carolinas. Weather experts say heavy rain and flooding are expected. And as Ian continues to threaten parts of the East Coast, President Biden warns it may be responsible for substantial loss of life. NBC's Bree Jackson is in Washington with the latest on the federal response to this storm.
A revived Hurricane Ian makes its way north this morning after tearing through parts of Florida and causing catastrophic damage.
I literally watched my house disappear with everything in it. Right before my eyes.
Officials are assessing the aftermath, estimating 250,000 Floridians were displaced. At least a dozen have died. That number only expected to rise in the coming days.
This could be the deadliest hurricane in Florida's history.
President Biden pledging full federal support for Florida during his visit to FEMA headquarters, approving a major disaster declaration that includes funding for temporary housing and home repairs. Mr. Biden also vowing to work closely with Governor Ron DeSantis on what's expected to be a long road to recovery.
However long it takes, we're going to be there. That's my commitment to you.
As Floridians take stock of the damage, Hurricane Ian is now on track to make a second U.S. landfall, bringing damaging winds and torrential rain to South Carolina.
We know there's going to be more, a lot of hot water in Charleston.
Georgia and North Carolina are also bracing for fierce impacts.
So for North Carolinians, I want to be clear. This storm can still be dangerous and even deadly.
President Biden urging those in impacted areas to heed the warnings from emergency officials, stressing the dangers of Hurricane Ian will continue throughout the weekend. In Washington, Bree Jackson for NBC News.
President Biden says he will visit Florida as soon as conditions allow. He is expected to talk more about the federal response to Ian a little later on today.